So guys, I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. It is 2024 when you guys are watching this, and I really hope you guys have had a nice new year and are ready to go for 2024. So in today's video, I thought I'd do a reset video very similar to my, I think I did an October or a November reset. It's going to be similar to that, but it's going to be on a bigger scale because it's going to be for the rest of the year. So this is for the brand new year of 2024. So in this video I'm going to do a few things which I would like to do to sort of reset for the new year, get ready for 2024. So I'm currently filming this a couple of days before the new year. And there's a few things I need to do before I get to the 1st of January to make sure my life is in tip-top order, ready for the new year. So the first thing is that I need to get my journal sorted. I've already started on the major clean out of my house. Yesterday me and John reorganised our office, which is the space I'm in right now, and we also did the bedroom as well. So we've reorganised, got it all nice and clean and tidy, ready for the new year, because I cannot go into 2024 with a messy house. I'm sorry, but it just ain't happening. So with that said, that is one of the first things I wanted to do to reset for the new year. I wanted to make sure my house was nice, clean and tidy, just make sure everything's in order and I know where everything is. Another thing is to, like I say, get rid of things that I'm not going to use this year. So I put a couple of things on eBay and Vinted, and yeah, so that's that. Another thing that I've started doing, my mum bought me this like journal thing for Christmas, and inside it has got this like book in here, and in this book it's got to-do lists. So I've written my to-do list for my reset. So there's a couple of things I need to do. For example, I need to make sure the house is clean and tidy. I need to do my budget for January. I need to do my journal setups for my bullet journal and for my reading journal, which I'm about to do with you guys now. I need to finish both of the books that I'm currently reading before 2024. I want to get to have read 15 books in 2023. Slightly lower than last year in 2022. However, if I can finish those 2 books before the end of this month, I will be extremely happy, so I need to do that as well. I also need to film this video, and there's a few other things in this video like goal setting. I also have my friend who runs a small business, I'll leave her link below. She is creating a Notion template for me and for the new year, so I'm really looking forward to using that and setting it up. So I'll be setting it up in this video, and if you do want to check her small business out, I will leave it linked below so you can have a look, especially if you're interested in things like Notion templates and just upscaling your life and getting it planned and organised. She's a perfect person to go to get your life organised, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. Let's get into the first step of my reset after tidying and organising, which is to do my journal setup. So the journals I'm going to be setting up in this video are my bullet journal and my reading journal, as I've said. So my bullet journal is more like an everyday journal. It sort of just has, you know, very basic spreads in it. Previously I've tried to do a weekly schedule every single week for a monthly planner. However, it's just really hard to keep up with, and I know that there's certain ones that I'm using now on this app called Zinnia. I know that I can keep up with them. However, instead of doing it digitally like last year, I'm going to do it physically on a little journal. And then for my reading journal, I'll just be putting in my spreads, which are typical for 2024, the ones that I've done since 2021. And yeah, so I'll film a couple of clips from that so you can see how I do it, and yeah. So guys, for 2024, I'm going to be using this bullet planner from Flying Tiger. I got this, I think when I was in York or Edinburgh, I can't remember. But I wanted to use a physical planner. It's a very basic planner, it's none of the like really high brand ones. However, I'm looking forward to using it. It has a dot grid, which I'm not necessarily used to. However, I'm willing to try it out and give it a go. I'm sure that I should be able to use it absolutely fine still. It's also page numbered, which I find very interesting. So I'm going to get straight into starting to plan this. So in my bullet planner, I like to plan things like my mood, my anxiety, how I've rated my day, whether I'm, how my health is and things like that. So yeah, let's get into making the planner. So guys, this is my cover page. I decided to go with this sort of colour scheme. So I'm using the Crayola Super Tips for the pens. And I decided to go for this colour scheme. I think it's quite nice and girly, especially because this year I really want to have like a feminine sort of energy kind of year. So for the next few spreads, these are going to be based on like things that I like to track throughout the year. So these are like anxiety, how I've rated my day, maybe my health and sort of my dream sort of things. If you haven't seen in a previous video in my reset, I did use inspiration from a TikTok account that I follow, so I will leave her TikTok below so you can check her out for more info on these spreads. So this is my first spread completed. It is my rate my day, so this is where I sort of mark how good my day was, using like a 1 to 5 star rating. So I've got 1 through to 5, and then each day, as you can see over here, I will mark whether it was like a 1 to 5 star day. So next I'm going to do the rest of my spreads, so what else I sort of track on a yearly basis. So yeah, I will speak to you all in a little while.
I'm through with picking up this mess. Every moment sick about the stress. It's time we talk about bad dreams. Gonna chop.
So guys, I've finished my main 2024 setup. So I've got my first front cover page, as well as obviously this one, which introduces the new year. And then I've got my 4 spreads. Like I said, these are my main ones for 2024. I don't really do any other ones. So I've got my rate my day page. I've also got my anxiety log. And then I've also got a health log, which you can't really see. Health log, and then my dream log. So that's my logs for 2024. I'm gonna do my January spreads now or later on, and I will see you in a bit. So guys, I've just finished my January part of my journals. I've got my January page. Very simple. I've gone for very basic this year. I'm really not wanting to go too in depth with my journal. So I've got a calendar page. Then got a habit tracker, which I don't always love using, but I'm going to give it another go this year. And if I don't feel like I'm using it enough or that it's helping me in any way, then I will just stop creating it. I also have a steps log. I like to log my steps. Obviously my phone logs my steps as well, so I do use that to, record it. Then I have my sleep tracker. So this just records how long I'm asleep for, because it's really interesting to see the patterns, like where I'm sleeping the most, where I'm not, where I need to improve, how much I'm sleeping. Then I have my very pink looking highlight of the day page. So this is just basically where every day I will write one thing that I've either had a positive experience of or felt happy about, or something that I've just enjoyed. It doesn't have to be anything major. It could literally just be that I got an hour extra in bed this morning, or it could be that I had a really nice dinner. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, I went on holiday, something really big like that. So yeah, so that's my highlight of the day page. And then I have my memories page, which is very plain looking at the minute, but basically my idea is to try and print out loads of pictures and stick them around this page when I have those memories. So I'll do that at the end of the year. But yeah, that's sort of it for now. And yeah, so that's that. I'm now going to get on to my reading journal. So every year I have a little tab that tells me like what year it is. So I've got one for 2021, one for 2022 and one for 2023. So I'm going to put another tab on. So that's my 2024 tab on. So yeah, so I'm going to get into planning this. So guys, I've now finished my spreads for my reading journal. So I've got my 2024 page over here, just basic. I also put reading journal on this side because I was going to put 2024 reading journal on one page, but turns out that these stickers are really big, so I just put it like that. So it gives me like burn book vibes from Mean Girls. But yeah, so I just picked like loads of different stickers with the letters on, and then yeah. So then I have my bookshelf, which I do every year. This is just so, like I said before, I can just track how many books I'm reading in the year and also my goals. Then I have my book status page, which tells me like what kind of books I'm reading, like what I'm gravitating more to in the year. So like whether I'm reading more fiction or non-fiction, the type of genre I'm reading, when it was written, things like that. Then the next page is my book of the year page. This tells me like what my top book of every year was. I've not done it for 2023 yet because it's still like December, so I've still got time to read another book. So yes, that's that. Then I've got my January cover, so I really like this. It's really simple, this green theme. I've got my books read, so this is all the books I'll read in January. Then I've got my pages log, which is like the number of pages I read every day. And then on the final page I've got my TBR, so it's like what I want to read in the month. And then I've also got the books that I've bought in that month, if any. So yeah, so that's the spreads for my reading journal. So in these next few clips, I'm going to be showing you my skincare routine. This is the easiest one I found on TikTok in terms of the step-by-step. So I start off with a cleanser and then move on to a moisturiser of my choice. And then I will go on to any sort of serums or extra things that you can add into your skincare routine. And then when I do my makeup, I will do a sun cream as well. I did choose to add a face mist in this occasion, but I don't always do that. So yeah, I thought this would be best because it's one of my new habits that I want to put in place, and this is how my skin usually looks. Hey guys, so we're now on to the second part, or sort of like other parts of this video. So basically I'm just going to explain why I'm in a different outfit and things like that. Basically I finished my journal spreads, did all of that. Like I said, I did tidy the house, and then I got really poorly with a cold, and I just didn't have the energy or like even the brain power to get up and get ready and film the rest of this video. I'm still recovering. Luckily I'm now at a stage where I can get started with this video and get it filmed for you guys. So I just want to say, if I sound full of a cold, that is why. It's because I've literally just been so poorly with this cold. I've literally been in bed more or less every day. So it's not a mild cold, it is quite a bad one. So yeah, so that I just wanted to explain that before I got into the next part of this video. The first thing that we're going to get into is my lotion. So as I said previously, my friend who owns The Best Version of You, it's a small business, and she runs she creates different lotion templates and planners, and she also creates a course called the Build Your Dream Life course. So the template I'm going to be using today is from that course, so you can buy it. I think it's like £15 for the template and for the course, but I'm just going to be using the template today just to show you guys what you can sort of do with your template and things like that, and also just a plan for 2024. So I'm going to be putting my Pinterest vision board into my lotion template, and I'm also going to be doing a few other things. And yeah, so let's get into that. So guys, I'm going to put the lotion template over here, but here is the lotion template. So I'm just going to close this. So this is the Build Your Dream Life planner template. So I'm just going to change obviously the name of it because that isn't what we're going to use it for. We're going to use it for our 2024 planner. So in this, basically it's going to be what I'm planning to do for 2024 in terms of, you know, where I want to be in my life with certain aspects of it, just like bigger goals, and also, you know, mind maps for the goals, And there's all sorts of different things that we're going to be going through in this template. So there also is little quotes, so they're just on the side there. So okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my favourite quote in the comments section. So I'm going to put because I've literally stood by this quote like all the way through my life. So like, without doing certain things in my life and having the courage to do them, I'm never going to get to where I want to be. So that is why I do it in this way. So we then have the describe in detail each area of the life you will become. So let's just put, I'm going to change this, 2024 vision board. So I'm going to put some emojis. So I have already created a vision board on Pinterest, but I don't really use Pinterest very much. So I'm really glad that in this planner I can sort of go into different sections and add different goals and things that I want to do. So in here there's all different ones. Some of them I'm not going to use probably, but others I am probably going to use. So let's just start off with health and fitness, for example, and I'm just going to put in here the goals that I want to achieve. So with my health and fitness, I would like to drink 2 litres of water a day. Now, how we're going to achieve this, potentially drinking more from my Stanley cup and trying to drink more at work, because I really struggle to drink at work. I find it really hard sometimes when you're so busy just to pick it up and have a drink. So to do more of that, and I'm just going to fill this in, and then we can talk about the next ones, but that's just an example of how it's going to work.
True reality. Every morning when I wake up slow, I can feel everything tip overflow. Yeah, I never thought I'd feel surprised every time I...
So guys, in this Pinterest board, this is my 2024 vision board, and in this I have 8 different sections. So it's love and relationships, wants, skincare, hair and makeup, content creation, healthy eating and exercise, work, study and success, fashion and feminine energy and friends. So what I'm going to do is with this vision board is I'm going to go into each one. So currently we're on health and fitness in the Notion template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this and just to remind me of that section in my Pinterest board. So I'm going to go and save this, save to photos, and then I'm going to go onto here and I'm going to add it as a picture here, just to remind me that obviously this is my vision board, this is my goal, things like that. So I'm going to go into my photo library, select this photo, add, and there we go, it's now in with this section, and obviously it's there for me to see, and I think that'll just make it really easy for me to visualise what each goal is. So if we go on to our next one, we'll do financial. Let's just go into financial. So here obviously I'm just going to add in some of my goals. So goal 1 is to save, similar to my other reset actually, it's to save £50 per month, and also the second goal is to try and save £60 a month in the holiday fund. So I'm now going to go on to, again, my Pinterest board, and we'll go to this. And I've got the one that's work, study and success. This has a lot in here. So there we go. And it's on there. So now every time I want to look at my finances and my goals for that, I can put it on there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this planner and go through each one and try and fill each one in, and then I will get back to you guys when I'm done with that.
Now it's time, I gotta go. I need to know. Indecision's been my fault. It's time now. Wrote these lyrics on my phone. Better than being alone. Maybe I can save my soul.
Is to organise my goals. So in this planner it chucks it into more manageable goals. So we have my 3 monthly goals, my 1 year goals, my 3 year goals, my 5 year goals, and my lifetime goals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my 3 month goals, and I'm going to put these into place. So so these are some things that I think I could do in the 3 months that I am, you know, working on myself. So one of the goals that I would like to achieve is to gain a proper skincare routine. So the first goal I've put is to develop a manageable skincare routine, as that is one of the habits I would like to track. And then the next one I'm going to put for YouTube in 3 months time. So I'm going to fill this in and you'll be able to see it on the screen. I'm just going to go through each goal that I want to try and achieve within 3 months time. So yeah.
It's time now. Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up for a while. Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up for a while. Okay, I'm tripping. Probably why I'm sipping. Planking like I'm tipping. On my side like Pippin. I don't do that dreaming. Everything defeating. Michael Jackson beating. Sunday Willie beaming. Late night I've been thinking. Brown eyes got me selling. Know just why you blinking. Them feeling.
So in the planner it does also have other things which I haven't necessarily, I'm not going to fill in this video, but it has things like your weekly planner, so things that you can plan weekly. And what I asked of Meg, who is my friend that owns the business, is something where I can just list everything I need to do within that day. I feel like sometimes I really need to like give myself a to-do list in order to be able to do certain things. So by having this weekly planner, I feel like I'll be able to put down my things that I need to do in a lot more of a manageable way. It's also got a little section for like your goal of the week, like your reward if you achieve those sort of priorities. It's also got like how consistent and motivated you're staying, and also can track your habits. So that's just another thing that she does. She also has in here a monthly planner, so you can put all these different things in, and it's so in depth, like you can go so far into this planner. You can do so many things with it, and she's really thought it out. So other than that, it also has things of how you're gonna daily work on your goals, like the goals that you put in here, how are you going to get to them. And I just wanted to show you guys this planner because it is going to really help me this year. I really want to start being more organised with myself, not in terms of like getting things done necessarily, but just working on myself so I can feel a lot better by the end of next year, or this year essentially. I want to feel like I've actually achieved certain things, and I feel like by using this planner I'll be able to see exactly what I have achieved within this next year. So I'm going to leave that there for this planner. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on my January budget. Now, I was going to do this on my iPad, which is what I typically do. However, I thought for this year I'd start by doing these in my planner, which I talked about and started looking at when we first started this video. I was looking at, you know, doing my journal spreads. Now, I left my budget because I didn't know whether I wanted to still do it on my digital iPad or whether I wanted to do it through my journal, but I have decided that I'm going to do my budget on this. Now my budget isn't necessarily like working out how much I've spent and things like that. It's more just so I can track what bills I've paid, what things I haven't, what things I still need to pay, what sort of income is coming in, etc. So I'm going to fill this in and you guys can see along how I do it. But yeah, so let's do that.
But I know that's callings, do or die, the party's burning. Even though I never thought it through, all the things it really meant to you. But I know it won't explode my heart, the table's turning. Okay, that west side, my best side, and I'm on that, my day. I'm on that left side, and that's that fire, my body check that red. Keep it thinking, been drinking, the longest year of my life. Let it go all over one night, be the only thing that I feel, yeah.
So guys, I thought I'd end off this video as the majority of my reset is now done. I've been doing small things off camera to reset, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, seeing what I like to do to reset for the new year, getting all my journals ready, getting, you know, my lotion template set up, getting a skincare routine back in order, all these sort of things. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me do that. I hope you had a happy new year, and I hope you have a really great 2024. Let me know what any New Year's resolutions you have in the comments below, and don't forget to give a like as well if you haven't already, and subscribe for next week's video. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.